And so this is vlog or blog number two from Africana Critical Theory class. So in reading chapters one and two, Understanding the Black Family, the authors go into more detail about how the Black family is viewed and analyzed by dominant cultures, Western social scientists and researchers. They go on to mention that there's a deliberate attack on the values and integrity of the Black family, which is due to racism, cultural blindness, and refusal to understand the cultural fibers which make up the Black family. Dominant culture continues to give incorrect interpretations on the realities of Black family, and the authors critically dissect these Western researchers' objective with falsifying information. Their purpose is to continue to control the ideas and narratives of Western society and preventing the growth and development of the Black family, thus continuing the narrative that the Black family is disorganized due to lack of education, um, education failures, poverty, employment, et cetera, which in turn, um, African descended people express themselves due to these conditions by being violent and engaging in destructive behaviors. However, um, it is racial oppression and European supremacy in putting Black people in these unhealthy environmental conditions. Um, and lastly, not allowing Black families to empower themselves or feeling empowered. These are the factors and problems that Black families are currently facing. Also, in addition, the authors make another point regarding the agenda of scientific colonialism. Throughout history, European society has held the narrative that civilization, science, math, writing, ingenuity was brought to the world by their genius and intellect. Um, However, the authors also go on to say that scientific colonialism in its process must include unsophisticated falsification. This is a method where facts, information, and ideas are simply destroyed and or suppressed, which essentially is a lie, a raw lie. Second is integrated modification. Here, like original facts, information, and ideas are distorted, falsified, or modified in order to fabricate new facts and ideas. And lastly, is conceptual incarceration. It's a method where the individual, student, or investigator is allowed to engage in a process knowing with a set of predefined concepts. And these concepts themselves, however, inhibit the process of knowing, and the knower becomes a prisoner and a prisoner of alien ideas. The importance of understanding this information when dealing with clients of African descent is to help them liberate their minds and have them, unchain these mental chains, and also um, get them to understand of who they are, which has been suppressed due to oppression, self-hate, and having their history distorted um, by dominant culture. Um, I believe in this will allow Africans to be liberated once they understand about who they are. I mean, reading this article of on Africana critical theory, it goes on to discussing liberating all Black people um, across the world that's facing oppression. Further, it goes on critiquing imperialists and their falsification on the Black man, their history, principles, and traditions that allow for us to thrive and live in harmony for thousands of years. With applying Africana critical theory with African descended people, I believe it will help them develop a healthy racial and cultural identity about themselves. I believe this theory will counter the harmful effects of racial discrimination and inequality that has caused mental health, substance abuse, promiscuity, low self esteem, and self hate. After reading the article, I believe that Having a healthy identity improves the outcomes in Black people on the physical and mental aspect. Having knowledge of self, I believe that African descended people will gain to understand themselves and help them to master their physical and mental abilities, which will in turn give them power.